Exercise 8.1, the sixth sum. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, ABCD, and AC is a diagonal. Okay. Now angle A is bisector. Bisector அப்படினாக்க இந்த angle வந்து two equal angles split பண்ணும். So இது angle 1, angle 2, then angle 3, angle 4. Now we have to prove that angle C also is a bisector. அப்ப angle C வந்து bisector னு prove பண்ணணும். Similarly, we have to prove ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus and proof. Okay. Now for proof for subdivision 1, angle C also is a bisector. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, so by the property of a parallelogram we can say AB is parallel to CD. Okay. Which means AC also intersects angle 1 and angle 3. So angle 1 and angle 3. So since these two angles are alternate angles, and similarly we can say angle 2 and angle 4 cross up ஆகும், அதனால அது பேர் வந்து alternate angles னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Make it as equation number 2. But it is given that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Okay, and therefore we can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because it is a bisector. Similarly, angle 3 also will be equal to angle 4. Therefore, AC bisects angle C also. Hence, prove the first subdivision. Now, for second subdivision, we have to prove ABCD is a rhombus. So, already we have proved that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 2 is equal to angle 3, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. All the angles are equal. This implies angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Okay. Which means side AD is equal to side CD. Make it as equation number 4. But ABCD is a parallelogram. So by the property of parallelogram, we can say AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Okay. So this is from equation number 4. BC is equal to AD. Therefore, since all the four sides are equal, therefore we can say ABCD is a rhombus and hence proved. Question number 7. It is given that ABCD is a rhombus. Now we have to prove that the diagonal AC, okay, diagonal AC bisects angle A and angle C. It is just like the previous sum. And also the second one is diagonal BD. This also bisects angle B and angle D. These two things we have to prove. Okay. Now we should remember the property of rhombus. For rhombus, all the four sides should be equal. Okay, since it is given that ABCD is a rhombus, which means all the four sides AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. All the four sides are equal. Now, the diagonals AC and BD, they intersect at O. That is a second statement. Okay, intersect at O, which means angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Okay. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay. Now, here angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Alternate angle, and this is angles opposite to equal sides. So, this proves that angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Therefore, we can say diagonal AC bisects at angle C. Make it as equation number 1. Now let us consider angle 3 is equal to angle 2. Angle 3 is equal to angle 2. Okay. Since it is alternate, interior angles are equal, which means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. When we say angle 3 is equal to angle 2, which means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. These two are equal. This implies AC bisects angle A. So first one we have proved the diagonal AC bisects angle C, and now we have proved the same diagonal AC bisects angle A. Okay. Now similarly we can say angle 6 is equal to angle 8. Angle 6 is equal to angle 8. Alternate angles. And also angle 6 is equal to angle 7. Okay. And similarly we can say angle 7 is equal to angle 8. Therefore the diagonals BD bisect angle B. Okay. Similarly, we can say angle 8 is equal to angle 5 and angle 6 is equal to angle 5. Okay. Therefore, AC bisects angle D. Make it as equation number 4. So, from 1 and 2, we can say the first subdivision AC bisects angle A and angle C. From equation 3 and 4 we can say the diagonal BD bisects angle B. Question number 8. It is given that ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, it is a rectangle. Now AC bisects angle A and angle C. Now we have to prove that ABCD is a square. So property of a square is all the four sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Okay. Second subdivision is we have to prove BD bisects angle B and angle D. Okay. It's like the seventh sum. Seventh sum, it is given as ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. But here it is given as ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. Now for proof for subdivision 1, since it is given as ABCD is a rectangle, which means opposite sides are equal, which means AB is equal to CD. Similarly, BC is equal to AD. Okay. So this is length and this is breadth. So AB is equal to CD, make it as equation number 1. And also I have told you already, for rectangle, it is angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now let us split into two triangles. One is ACB, the other one is ADC. ACB and ADC. So I have splitted the diagrams over here. So this is angle 2, angle 4, and here it is angle 1 and angle 3. Now we will go for congruence of triangles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Similarly, we can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4. And the side AC is equal to side AC. So by angle side angle criterion, we can say these two triangles ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. And this proves AB is equal to AD. Make it as equation number 1. Now from equation number, make it as equation number 2. So from equation 1 and equation 2, we can say AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD, which means all the four sides are equal, and this proves ABCD is a square, which means the first subdivision we have proved. Now we have to prove the second subdivision, BD bisects angle B and angle D. Okay. Now let us consider, this is the given square, okay, ABCD we have considered. Now let us consider the two triangles ABD and we can consider CBD. Okay, these two triangles. Now we can say AB is equal to this one BC, side are equal, and AD is equal to CD. Okay, and similarly we can say BD is equal to BD. So side criterion, we can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. And this proves that when all the sides are equal, we can prove that angle ABD, okay, so this angle is equal to angle CBD, okay, these two angles are equal. And similarly we can say ADB, this angle is equal to CDB, this angle, these two are equal. Make it as equation number 3 and equation number 4. So from 3 and 4 we can say the diagonals bisect both angle B and D. Okay. So question number 9. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. So parallelogram property is opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay. Now, and also it is given that DP is equal to BQ. DP is equal to BQ. Okay. Now we have to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CQB. Triangle APD, I have drawn over here, APD. Okay. A, P and D. So this triangle and CQB. These two triangles are congruent, we have to prove. This is the first subdivision. Now in these two triangles we can say side DP, okay, DP is equal to BQ. It is already given. And angle ADP, okay, ADP is equal to QBC, so angle B. And also AD is equal to CB. AD is equal to CB. So this side is equal to this side. Therefore, by side angle side criterion, we can say triangle APD is congruent to triangle CQB. Now, for second subdivision, we got to show that AP is equal to CQ. That is, AP is equal to CQ. Okay. Now, since already we have proved triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CQB, and this proves AP is equal to CQ using the first subdivision. Make it as equation number 1. Now for third subdivision, we have to show that triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD. In the first two subdivision on the one set. For second on the, we will be considering the another triangle ABQ, this triangle, and PDC, this triangle. Now these two triangles are congruent. Proof panam. Now BQ is equal to DP. It is already given in the question. So BQ is equal to DP. Angle ABQ is equal to PDC. So angle B is equal to angle D. Now the last one is side AB is equal to side CD. Now by side angle side criterion, triangle AQB is equal to triangle CPD. Okay. Now we have proved the third subdivision. Now for fourth subdivision, the third subdivision is a continuation. That is AQ is equal to CP in solli proof panum. AQ is equal to CP. By using the third subdivision, we can say AQ is equal to CP. Make it as equation number 2. This is for fourth subdivision. Now the fifth one, to show that APCQ is a parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram. Now since in the quadrilateral APCQ, we can take APCQ alone we have to consider. So this is a diagram I have extracted. So from 1 and 2, equation 1 is here and equation 2 is here. From 1 and 2 we can say AP is equal to CQ and AQ is equal to CP. Since opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal, okay, these are the two opposite sides. Okay, AP is equal to CQ and similarly AQ is equal to CP. Opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal. Therefore, we can say APCQ is a question number 10. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, and AP is perpendicular to BD. So diagonal BD, AP is perpendicular. Now this angle should be 90 degree. And similarly, CQ is perpendicular to BD. Okay, this angle is 90 degree. Now we have to prove triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD. APB, APB in the triangle thaniya varanjirukren. Adhe mari CQD, C is here, Q and D. So this triangle. In the rendu triangle we have to prove as a congruent. Since this is angle 1 is equal to angle 2, the rendu angle equal. Side AB is equal to side CD and one of the angle is 90 degree. And angle P 90 degree. Angle Q 90 degree. Okay. So by angle side angle criterion we can say these two triangles APB is congruent to triangle CQD. Now for second subdivision, we have to prove that AP is equal to CQ. AP is equal to CQ already we have proved triangle APB is equal to triangle CQD. AP is equal to CQ. Diagram AP is equal to CQ. The length equal. Okay.